I'm gonna omit all. Oh, there you all are.
How's everyone doing? Okay, it looks like there's still one. Okay, cool. So everyone's in. I think we can pretty much get started. I don't think we need to wait for like a go ahead or anything.
Have the players identified themselves in the way Mr. Sloan said you were supposed to? Like, aren't you supposed to type something in front of your names or something so we know who are the players?
Yeah, if you could change your name to like some helpful abbreviation or your draw number or something, and then a number that is unique to you, like 1 through 4 for each team.
So we have a team of 5, and so we need to negotiate who's going to sit out this round.
Okay.
Okay.
So welcome, Kristen. We're glad to have you join us.
Why don't I sit out since I was late? I was late on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll observe. That's fine.
Okay. So Matt is our alternate.
Okay. Okay, the teams that have stated that you're B1, what team are you on?
Reasonable animal sounds.
Okay, reasonable is equal to B, got it. And let me see what other names are on our list.
We were designated A in the draw.
Excellent. And you are, name cannot be, what is that?
Blank.
Name cannot be blank. Okay, gotcha.
So Max and Kristen and Brian, if you guys want to choose a number.
Okay. Ah, bless you guys.
I can be 2.
PKT is equal to C. Got it. Okay, I'm gonna go make the score sheet real fast. I'll be right back.
Oh, here. Those raviolis up for grab?
How good are the cats at KerTamen? Do they help?
I feel like, yes, they're my co-players.
What are their names?
This one is Ovid Minor. That one was Calliope. And then the other 2 are Catullus and Virgil. They may show up at some point.
Excellent.
I wanted to name my cats Catullus, Cato, and Cataline, but my husband won. We went with Lysander and Demetrius.
Okay.
Yeah, if anyone else has 4-legged KerTamen teammates, it's a great way to get extra points.
I actually
It
have
will
it.
depend on whether ours has gotten over his like 18th meal of the day or not.
Stella.
I mean, my cat is perpetually lazy, so we'll see if he even shows up. But
Puppies.
So this is Luna and Stella.
Aww.
Stella's the dark one. Luna's the light one because she's kind of like the moon. Oh, God.
I found a flaw in the four-legged friends plan.
One of the teams is reasonable animal noises. If we were asked to make an animal noise, like the real thing would be pretty fun.
So for context, we played as part of a like league for adults that was, I think, that kind of ran most of the summer. And one of the questions was to make the noise suggested by 3 different verbs for animal noises. And all of the answers were given as like, so I think the toss-up was like hinio or something, and the actual wording of the answer was like player should neigh or make another reasonable horse sound. So as with so many things at World Series of KerTamen, this is entirely the fault of Michael House.
All right, our fearless leader has distracted me. I will finish the score sheet in a second.
Apparently I was not belly rubbing appropriately.
Brian, how did the kids do this afternoon, or Matt?
We got 35 for both our purple and gold team for novice. Then intermediate was it 60? I think it was 6. What was it?
Intermediate got 70. The gold team got 45, I think.
Yeah, I think the Vance got 45.
Yeah, there were some really good teams that they went up against. But both the Illinois and the Texas team that they were going up against, like all 3 of them, it was just everything was being hyper buzzed, and it was a really good round for a preliminary round. So.
Yeah, it was really good.
Okay, I have the score sheet filled out.
So I think we're
Let
ready.
me find out from Mr. Sloan if we are ready or not.
We're not.
We're not ready, so hang on.
There's one room that they're having trouble getting into.
There's a room that's having trouble. I'm gonna have to go do some technical support. Give me a minute.
Yep. So do we know how many spectators there are online?
I do not.
Let me try to see. Hold on.
I would say if you're ready, go ahead and feel free to start.
Okay.
There's no reason to hold it up.
There are apparently 17 people watching right now.
Oh,
Our room alone. I'm sure that will increase at some point.
Can you pull up the YouTube link for Ken's room?
Just a second. Okay, Mr. Sloan says, whenever you are ready, Mr. Moderator, you may begin.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. I'm Noah. I'll be your moderator. I assume everyone is reasonably familiar with the rules of KerTamen, but for virtual, basically you type the word buzz or something similar into the chat when you want to buzz, and beware that the order on your screen might be different than the order that's on my screen. But with that, I think we can just get going. All right. Welcome to the 2020 World Series of KerTamen, the COVID-19 edition, in which 18 teams, or hopefully more, each composed of players of 17 years or older, and then we could not think of anything for 16, so that's the end of the intro. Toss-up number 1 for any player. Welcome to the first ever virtual World Series of KerTamen. Before we get to our regular hijinks, please translate into English the following, using only 3 words. Sunt magni vitae aforum.
Could you repeat?
Welcome to the first ever virtual World Series of KerTamen. Before we get to our regular hijinks, please translate into English the following using only 3 words. Sunt magni vitae aforum.
Please spell the last word.
Yeah, I can paste the sentence. GPKT1.
Black Lives Matter.
That's correct. Bonus number 1. Although that hashtag is so critically important this and every year, another hashtag that is ubiquitous in 2020 could be put into Latin as Gere Wellamen. What is this COVID-related hashtag?
I assume this is wear a mask. Any objections to that? Oh, cool. I guess I'll put an asterisk by my name. Answer. Wear a mask. Final answer.
That's correct, for 15 points on toss-up number 1. And toss-up number 2 for any player. What legendary work of lyric poetry begins pedem tuum B1? I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'll repeat. What legendary work of lyric poetry begins pedem tuum dextrum imponis, pedem tuum dextrum excipis, pedem A1?
The Hokey Pokey.
The Hokey Pokey is correct. I could also have accepted Hocus Pocus. Pedem tuum dextrum imponis et possum eum quasas. Bonus number 1, and the only one. Hokey Pokey may come from the magical incantation Hocus Pocus, which may itself be a distortion of what 4-word Latin phrase said during communion at Catholic Mass?
in hoc.
Is it Hocus Corpus? But that's only 3.
Does it have anything to do with poculum because of communion?
No, this is the body, Hocus Corpus. But I don't know what the fourth.
Hocus Corpus Christi, maybe.
All right, we'll go with that. Hocus Corpus Christi.
Hocus Corpus Christi, final answer.
The last word is meum.
Oh,
10 points on 2, and toss up number 3 for any player.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, it doesn't.
Identify the mythological mother-daughter pair whose names are anagrams of each other's names, and also anagrams of the English name of the animal that the constellation Orion chases across the sky. Oh, I should have cleared it. I think B2.
Sorry, no.
A3.
No answer.
I'll repeat. Identify the mythological mother-daughter pair whose names are anagrams of each other's name and all of each other's names, and also anagrams of the English name of the animal that the constellation Orion chases across the sky, as well as anagrams of a common English translation of the Latin word audio.
Oh,
I'll repeat. Identify the mythological mother-daughter pair.
I'm just.
Um,
No, I can't.
Yeah, I think A already buzzed. So minus 5 fake points for buzzing in again. Identify the mythological mother-daughter pair whose names are anagrams of each other's name and also anagrams of the English name of the animal that the constellation.
B already buzzed.
Tragic. Another 5, minus 5 fake points. Anagrams of the English name of the animal that the constellation Orion chases across the sky, as well as anagrams of a common English translation of the Latin word audio. All right, I've read the answer twice quite laboriously. All right, GPKT4.
Hera and Rhea.
That's correct. All right, your bonus. According to wordtips.com, which of the following mythological names does not anagram to any English words? Heracles, Capaneus, Athena, Perseus.
Can you repeat the list?
I just put it in the chat.
Okay.
Interesting.
Could you repeat the question? Sorry.
Which of the following does not anagram to any English words? Heracles, Capaneus, Athena, Perseus.
Like, does they all like they anagram to only one word or?
No, I think any word.
Capaneus? I don't know.
How about maybe Heracles?
I could go for that.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, why not? Heracles, final answer.
It's Athena, and bonus points to anyone who can figure out what the other words anagram to. Heracles is leechers, Capaneus is saucepan, and Perseus is pursues.
Huh. Okay.
You learn something new every day.
It wouldn't be pursues because pursues is 2 U's in it. Perseus only has 1 U, so it'd be peruses.
Oh, it's peruses. You're right. All right. Plus 5 fake points for the catch there.
Yes.
So that's 10 on toss-up number 3 and toss-up number 5 for any
Wait,
player.
who got
Toss
the
number
fake
4.
points? Sorry.
I got the fake points.
Thank
A did.
All right, toss-up number 4. For some reason, people have become obsessed with baking bread during quarantine. In Roman times, there were several types of bread. What was the distinction of the bread known as panis salignaeus? B3.
It's the best type of bread.
Yeah. Your bonus, what type of bread, one which has been especially popular during quarantine, could be translated into Latin as panis arieri, which I will paste.
Sourdough, I assume.
Yeah, it has
Got
to
it.
be.
Yeah. Sourdough, final.
I have banana bread. I'm not entirely sure what arieri means. But
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, that's regrettably true.
Did you know that?
Apparently it means banana. That makes sense. All right.
A bit. I was off. I was close to it.
So that was 10 points on toss number 4, but a good guess on the bonus. All right. Toss up number 5. KerTamen players love a good study guide, but sometimes even study guides contain errors. For a while, history players who may have studied the first version of Connor Harrison's history notes will have learned about a battle at Baetica that happened in 208 BC. Weirdly enough, there is no Battle of Baetica in Roman history. Thankfully, the 16th version of Connor's notes corrects this. It is likely that Connor meant to list what battle that did in fact happen in 208 BC, a victory B1. I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'll repeat the last part of it. It is likely that Connor meant to list what battle that did in fact happen in 208 BC, a victory for the Romans over Hannibal Barca. A2. I'm sorry, that's not correct. G2. Baikula is correct. Bonus, your only one. Although there was no battle called Baetica, there was a region of the Roman Empire called Baetica. In what larger province, which includes the smaller divisions Baetica and Tarraconensis, did the battle at Baikula take place?
My geography. Yeah, my geography isn't great. What?
My best guess is Iberia, but I don't actually know if that was a problem.
I thought it sounded Iberian myself.
Okay, cool.
Iberia sounds good. Iberia, final answer.
Close. It was Hispania.
Hispania.
Close. Good job.
So well-earned 10 on 5, and our score after 10? Or after 5?
Hi. Okay, let me get the score sheet back up. So name cannot be blank has 10. Reasonable animal sounds has 5. And girls playing KerTamen has 35.
Toss number 6. What 2020 song, with a title that directly relates to the mythological stories of Eurypylus, Erichthonius, Psyche, and Perseus, was a #1 hit for rapper Roddy Ricch? What 2020 song, with a title that directly relates to the mythological stories of Eurypylus, Erichthonius, Psyche, and Perseus, was a #1 hit for the rapper Roddy Ricch? All right, I'm going to call time. This is The Box. And, -1 fake point for everyone for being bad at pop culture. Toss up number 7 for any player. Defector, Anthropophagus, and Saiwa are all possible translations of song titles that became popular along with their accompanying dances on what medium? B2.
Fortnite?
A4.
Her sound didn't come through, but I'm pretty sure she said it.
Could you type it? That's correct. TikTok. All right. Your bonus. Translate any 2 of the song titles from the toss-up into English. The song titles were Defector, Anthropophagus, and Saiwa.
All right. Anthropophagus is man-eater. Saiwa, is that savage? I'm not sure.
Yeah, savage, fierce, wild. I don't know. And the first one was, could you say the first one again, Noah?
Defector.
Defector.
Okay.
Maybe go with man-eater and savage.
All right. Now, what about the first one?
We only have to do 2, I think, right?
Yeah.
Any 2?
Okay. All right. Okay, so Anthropophagus is man-eater and Siwa is savage. Final answer.
Siwa's savage, Anthropophagus is the song Cannibal, so I guess I'll give you begrudgingly 5 points. And then the third one is Renegade. So 15 on 7 and toss-up number 8 for any player. According to the Greek roots of the word enneagram, which is a popular personality test, how many personality types? Oh, I really should have cleared. A3.
It's after the TikTok.
Yeah.
9.
That's correct. How many personality types are there? Your bonus. According to a probably untrustworthy source, which is our favorite type of source, some believe that the enneagrams can be traced back as far as the works of what Greek author, who believed in the reincarnation of the soul, is the namesake of a famous mathematical theorem, and is believed to have taught the Roman king Numa Pompilius.
It's Pythagoras.
Or Pythagoras. Final answer.
That's correct for 15 points on toss-up number 8. Toss-up number 9 is the visual. So Shan, if you'd be able to share your screen, that would be wonderful.
While she's sharing it, you should all read The Night Villa by Carol Goodman, which deals with Pythagorean stuff, and it's a fun novel.
+1 fake point for great book suggestions.
You can also recreate Pythagoras's monochord experiments, which is how he figured out what the ratios were for the different chords. Like what's a third, what with like a kit online, it's like $20.
All right, your toss-up. For the following outdated meme, pretend that the idiot in the picture is Nero. If the guy is Nero, what would be the names of the woman in the red shirt and the woman in the blue shirt? B4.
Oh, that's me. Okay, so the red shirt would be Kythera, and the blue shirt would be Dignitas or Auctoritas or the Senator.
Correct, A3.
The woman in the red is Violina, and the woman in the blue is Roma, or Roma Ardens.
I don't think so. For the following outdated meme, pretend that the idiot in the picture is Nero. If the guy is Nero, what would be the names of the women in the red shirt and the woman in the red shirt and the woman in the blue shirt? Sorry, talking is hard. G3.
The woman in the blue shirt would be Poppaea Sabina, and the one in the red shirt would be Stilica.
So the woman in the blue shirt is Octavia, and the woman in the blue shirt is Poppaea Sabina.
Okay.
And a bonus for fun as a toss-up. In this weird collision of meme and Roman history, who was the first husband of the woman in the red shirt? His name is Otho. All right. Toss-up number 10 for any player. In this question, we will be asking about people in Roman history and literature that may be easily confused by KerTamen players. Name both the man who helped Marius defeat the Cimbri at Vercellae in 101 BC and the poet who wrote 100 B1. I'm sorry, that's not correct. A2.
Catullus and Catullus.
That's correct. And the poet who wrote 116 Carmina and has a very similar name. Your bonus, name the consul of 87 BC who betrayed Sulla by reenacting the laws of Sulpicius Rufus, and the poet from Brescia who wrote a poem entitled Smyrna.
I'm not sure.
He was consul in 87 BC.
No.
Brian looks like he's thinking hard.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Cinna, final answer.
Cinna is correct, and an extra fake point
wow.
for great guessing, and then another 10 points to B for having the answer to the question walk through the screen. And our score after 10.
Okay. Name cannot be blank has 55. Reasonable Animal Sounds has 14, and Girls Playing KerTamen has 34.
Toss-up number 11. Responde Anglicae, quissum, in recenti, tragic, A1.
Sorry. Kanye West.
I'm sorry, that's not correct.
Sorry, guys.
Responde Anglicae, quissum, in recenti moventi pictora, credo me omnes res aetate intellectorum esse. Duas sorores vehementer diligo, unam e quibus parvam casam nivis mihi dedit. In vetustiore, B4.
Elsa?
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'll start from the sentence I was at. In vetustiore moventi pictora, de aestate cano, sed nive natus sum. G1.
Olaf?
Olaf is correct. Your bonus. Quae persona in hoc moventi pictora conit Carmen nomine in incognita.
Into the unknown. So
So I assume that was Elsa, right? I didn't see the movie.
yes, it was Elsa.
I saw the first one, but not that one. Elsa, final answer.
Elsa is correct for 15 on 11. Toss-up number 12. What literary device is exemplified by the name of the platform on which we are hosting World Series of KerTamen? B4. No, wait, no, that's from the old one. Sorry, B1. B1?
He typed it.
Oh, I didn't see that. Onomatopoeia is correct. Awesome. Bonus, what literary device is found in this sentence? KerTamen lucimus et zumem aperuimus.
Mr. Proteron.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Rolly, you good with that?
Yep, I am.
Mr. Proteron, final.
That's correct for 15 on 12. And toss number 13. If you started using Zoom for the first time in March, you might have noticed a little green shield in the top left of your screen that claimed your call was protected by end-to-end encryption. This wasn't true, but the shield was fun to look at. What king of Rome had so much fun looking at a shield that fell from the sky that he put a bunch of sacred shields of Jupiter in the temple? B4.
Numa Pompilius.
That's correct. In the Temple of Mars. Your bonus, which king of Rome tried to video chat with the gods at the Temple of Jupiter Elicius, but couldn't figure out how to use screen share and was killed by lightning?
Colossus Stilius, right?
I agree with that.
Elsa Stilius, final.
That's correct. For 15 on 13, and bonus points to everyone for laughing at the question I wrote.
Am I allowed to teach that to my students when we do monarchy history next year?
Definitely.
That's actually a good idea.
Toss number 14. Like all the nation's best sporting events, this year's World Series of KerTamen will be played without fans. We will all miss awarding the audience points for the various shenanigans, as well as the immediate feedback on question quality that the audience can offer. How can we know if our questions are so boring and terrible that students would want to leave in the middle of rounds? This type of feedback might have been useful for which playwright who lost much? B3.
Terrence.
That's correct. Who lost much of the audience of the first performance of his Hakaira to the rumor that there was a tightrope walker nearby.
Wow. Blair. Wow.
Your vote is, what awesome English word, combined from the Latin words meaning rope and to walk, is a fun one-word way to say a tightrope walker?
Isn't it funambulist? Yeah, what you said?
Yeah. Funambulist final.
That's correct.
That's funny.
Toss-up number 15. That was 15 on 14 for the B team. Toss-up number 15. Back when quarantine was less terrifying and our country less divided, a documentary phenomenon swept the nation, viewed by over 34 million. B4, sorry.
Tiger King.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Back when quarantine was less terrifying and our country less divided, a documentary phenomenon swept the nation, viewed by over 34 million people in 10 days.
A2 buzzed.
Oh,
Yeah, A2 buzzed.
A2?
Yeah, I had Tiger King as well.
Okay, cool. My bad on that. Tiger King is the next word in the question. If Joe Exotic had lived in ancient Rome, he might have followed in the footsteps of Marcus Fulvius Nobilior, who introduced what type of gladiatorial event? If Joe Exotic had lived in ancient Rome, he might have followed in the footsteps of Marcus Fulvius Nobilior, who first introduced what type of gladiatorial event? G4.
The Winatio.
That's correct. Your bonus, if Carol Baskin were to be found guilty of murdering her first husband, she could have been condemned to fight in a Winatio as what type of gladiator?
Bestiaria. Because
Yeah.
it's Carol Baskin.
Oh, good. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You go with that? Okay. Bestiaria final.
That's correct.
Yay!
For 15 points on toss-up 15 and our score after 15.
Okay, let's see. Name cannot be blank has 60. Reasonable animal sounds has 64. And girls playing KerTamen has 69.
Very close. All right, toss-up number 16. Roman authors occasionally got so angry that they would wish terrible things to their acquaintances. In one poem, a man named Caecilianus is encouraged to eat the same kind of mushrooms that Claudius ate. This mean-spirited wish is the 20th poem in the first book of what author's epigrams? Did I do it again?
Oh, I think you put the line in.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, you can put the line in.
Way up there, I think.
Yeah, B1. Marshall is correct. All right. Your bonus, what unfortunate occurrence did Horace wish on a man named Myrius, the same disaster that befell Odysseus in Book 5 of the Odyssey?
Oh, like lost adrift, I think.
Shipwreck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Shipwreck final.
That's correct. For 15 on 16. Toss number 17. It's time for a derivative question that relates to a common experience that we all have shared over the past couple of months. Now that someone in some room, but not this room, has buzzed in and said either quarantine or quater meaning 4, we can get started with the actual question. What Latin noun with what meaning is at the ultimate root of virtual? B1. We're meaning man is correct. Bonus number 1. What derivative of quator is defined by the Urban Dictionary as a group of squid?
Squad. Squad, I think.
Quad.
It has to be.
Sure.
Quad final.
Quad is correct.
Amazing.
17 bonus points to everyone for not buzzing in at the intentional speed trap. All right.
We've
Toggle
learned our
number-
lesson.
We have.
Problem number 18. What 2020 movie character could be described by the Latin words Ericius, Calerimus, and Caeruleus? A3. A3? I think you might have frozen.
I wrote my answer.
Oh, there you go. Yep, that's correct. Yeah, Ericius is hedgehog, Calerimus is the fastest, and Caeruleus is blue. Your bonus, what 2019 movie's title could be rendered into Latin as Coltri Foros?
What's your
Okay, something about knives.
knives outside?
Knives out. Knives out. All right. Are we good with that?
Yeah, we're good with that.
Okay. Knives out. Final answer.
Yes, that's correct for 15. And thank you for not saying knives outside. Toss of 19 is another visual. All right, you have 5 seconds to examine your visual. Your toss-up. Identify the mythological figure. B3.
Harmonia.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Identify the mythological figure shown in this picture, who at different G3.
Erigone.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. A3.
Cadmus.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. The full question was identify the mythological figure shown in this picture, who at different times asked both her husband and her sons to invade Thebes after being bribed with the necklace of the robe of Harmonia. Her name is Eriphyle. All right, so no points on 19 and our score after 19.
After 19, name cannot be blank has 92. Reasonable animal names has 111. And girls playing KerTamen has 86.
Close game, everyone.
Toss number 20. I can't say the previous questions have made me confident that we were going to get this one. Last year, round 1 of World Series of KerTamen ended with 5 consecutive Old Town Road questions. Although this well of question ideas has dried up, Lil Nas X's discography continues to give. What Lil Nas X song is defined by the Lexicon Recentis Latinitatis as spectaculum equestre? What? A1.
For show.
Sure. The song is Rodeo. I'll give it to you.
Probably you shouldn't, because I should actually know the name of the song, but
We'll take it, though. Don't argue.
okay.
Just take it. Just take it. Don't question it.
Extra points for honesty. Your bonus. What 2019 Taylor Swift song's title could be rendered into Latin as Te esse oblitus sum?
Esse oblitus sum.
I forgot you. Or no.
Can you? Yeah. I forgot to be you. Forget about you.
I forgot that you existed.
I forgot that you are. Yeah, I forgot that you exist.
Okay, I'll try that. All right. I forgot that you exist. Final answer.
So I forgot that you existed.
Okay.
Oh.
So 3 points for trying and being very close. And our final
Yeah.
score?
Yeah. I'd
Pop
have to-
culture fail.
Perfect. Yeah.
All right, final score. Name cannot be blank has 110. Reasonable animal names has 111. And girls playing KerTamen has 86.
Great game, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thank
See
you
you
all.
tomorrow.
Thank you.
Have a great night, everyone.
Night.
Thanks. Good night.
Bye. Walete.